This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
East New Britain 30th anniversary of volcanic eruption. Coalition urge assistance for women and children in Porgera. And Australia and PNG Development Partnership Plan launched. A very good evening. This is National MTV News. I'm Natasha Ovoy. Thank you for joining us. The National Executive Council will now relocate to the proposed Somare House, which is located directly opposite the Parliament House.
The Chief Secretary for the National Executive Council, Ivan Pomiliao, has announced the relocation of NEC and the Office of Prime Minister to the proposed Somare House. The main purpose was to make a significant step in the government's long-term plan to centralize all key government offices within the Volcanic precinct. Chief Secretary Pomiliao highlighted the importance of centralizing key government offices to enhance coordination and productivity. Mr. Pomiliao said consultation will be done with the Somare family before the official renaming of the Melanesian House to Somare House. The renaming will take place on the anniversary of late Grand Chief Sir Michael Thomas Somare. He said currently there is no major building named after the late Grand Chief in his honor. The office of the Prime Minister and NEC will be moving out from Sir Manasupe House starting this week. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
The civil society organization led coalition for the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women today in Port Moresby called on the government and responsible parties to address the escalating humanitarian crisis in Porgera Enga province. The chaos now leaves many displaced, particularly affecting vulnerable parties such as women and children. United Nations in PNG has estimated fatalities from this chaos ranging from 20 to 50 and counting. Dauntingly, the coalition continues to receive distressing updates as images and even videos of attacks on women and children, with many seeking refuge in certain locations that cannot even be shown in pictures in fear of being further exposed to the violence. Human rights activist Ruth Kesam revealed that, with existing lack of basic services, the notorious landslip at Mulitaka made the situation dire in Porgera.
Mulitaka is where the roadblock is, or the landslide happened. Now, in order for you to get to Porgera, you'll have to go through Mulitaka. And that's where the bulk of the defense force, the bulk of the police are being stationed. So Porgera for the last 4 months has not been able to have constant flow of traffic going back and forth. So the vehicles that have been in Porgera are the only vehicles that are there. So you can imagine what happened when the conflict happened and people started killing each other, killing people. It wasn't a tribal issue. So they were not going after tribes. They were going after anyone that they deemed a foreigner. And in order for those people on the ground to go out, there was no vehicles for them to be able to leave Porgera to get to Mulitaka safely.
Services on ground currently to assist government efforts are from churches and human rights defenders. However, even they are being exhausted at this point, with the help reported to have been attacked as well. Noting that the vulnerable group include the elderly, sick and those living with disability in Porgera, the executive director for the Papua Native Landowners Association made this call.
So when it comes to matters like this is where we need, if New Guinea or Islands Nation Air or if Halifax, for example, if you can provide a chopper to go in and evacuate women in this situation where they're in a situation where they cannot be able to help themselves. If you are able to fight, you're readily bodily available to defend yourself, then that's different. But when you're in a situation where you are thinking of yourself and how you're going to carry your child, that puts you in a different scenario.
Among the call for assistance in Porgera for the vulnerable, the coalition also highlighted the importance of having women representation in decision-making.
Majority of the men that are sitting on the board at the signing are men and not women. How can men be able to represent the voice of women, especially in the extractive areas when a lot of the conflict that is happening is affecting women and children? Porgera alone actually has the highest number when it comes to weaponization of sexual violence against women. So you've got rapes that are happening and men using rape as a form of war. And that is happening mostly in places of conflict and in extractive areas around the country. Now, Porgera on this front has been leading. So we need to have women that represent their own voices in tables that wield power. We are calling on the government, we're calling on the Mineral Resource Authority, on the Enga provincial government, and on the government of Papua New Guinea and other relevant institutions, departments that are also crucial to this, to involve women to sit at this table. Because unless the women sit in seats of power, when it comes to conflict, they will not be able to make decisions on things that are affecting their own life.
The Internal Revenue Commission has simultaneously signed a Memorandum of Understanding with both the National Fisheries Authority and National Information and Communication Technology to share information relating to taxation today.
The Commissioner General of IRC, Sam Coim, has strongly emphasized the need to ensure that the conduct of players in the primary industry, such as the National Fisheries Authority and National Information and Communication Technology, are properly scrutinized, monitored and regulated. He said a good number of companies operating under the regulations of NFA and NICTA do not pay tax due to various reasons. Hence, the MOU gives permission to IRC to use information from the two state entities to regulate and collect tax.
Necessarily in enforcing our domestic laws within our jurisdiction, sometimes we confront with the challenges of facing non-resident companies that are making money in this country, but we are having difficulty bringing them to compliant or getting them or collecting tax from them. So this is one of the significant efforts that I think, and strategic as well, as we are moving into that space of digital economy as well as also our marine resources.
Managing Director for National Fisheries Authority, Justin Ilakini, said this signing today paves a way forward for them to share information and be compliant in their activities,
where we will be sharing important information for the purpose of making sure that companies that we regulate are compliant to our domestic laws, including taxation laws in our country.
CEO for NICTA, Kila Gulovui, said the ICT sector do not have restrictions for operators operating in PNG. In regards to online platforms, most of them are international operators. Hence, NICTA cannot collect statutory fees.
In terms of the tax arrangements, we face particular challenges, and for this I welcome this initiative and thanks IRC Commissioner for driving this process, and we are very excited about how we can work together to make this happen.
This MOU will also assist in applying the correct penalties as well as prevent and minimize any future non-compliant behavior in both sectors. Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
The Australia-PNG Development Partnership Plan 2024 to 2029 was officially launched yesterday in Port Moresby by the Australian Minister for Defence Industry and Capability Delivery, Pat Conroy.
Through this plan, Australia will work with PNG towards building access to electricity across the country through innovative, smart solutions that need renewable energy and resilient technology. Minister Conroy said Papua New Guinea's greatest resources are the people.
And health and education are critical for Papua New Guineans to thrive. And that's why we're lifting our investment in education in PNG from $75 million to $100 million a year.
The Development Partnership Plan will provide direction for Australia's international development policy that focuses on local developments. It also provides a roadmap for Australia's development assistance to Papua New Guinea over the next 5 years. The Minister for Papua New Guinea's National Planning and Monitoring, Sir Anopala, affirmed that the plan aligns with PNG Government MTD4.
I would like to reaffirm the Government of PNG's readiness to collaborate closely with the Australian Government in the implementation of this plan.
Minister Conroy said Australia's approach is guided by PNG's priorities, needs and ambitions.
We've heard your calls for a focus on core areas like infrastructure, education, employment and skills, and other critical areas like health. This has shaped the DPP we are launching tonight.
He said knowing how important PNG's continued economic growth, security and investment is and central to its medium-term development plan, Australia has a plan to deliver. The launching saw 21 of Australia's development programs showcased, demonstrating the breadth and depth of Australia's investment across all sectors in Papua New Guinea. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
A consultant behind the 50 Years Education Vision has challenged the Marape government's slogan of "Leave no child behind," indicating that the government needs to start questioning themselves on how many schools they have built in all the districts to fulfill this slogan.
Dr. Bobby highlighted that the education system in PNG is not working, indicating that the country is not achieving the desired outcomes in that space. Furthermore, Dr. Bobby criticized the government slogan of leaving no child behind.
No beginning must start behind. But you know the truth in this country is not only one child being left behind. In this country, entire communities are being left behind. In this country, entire districts are being left behind. So the business of investing in education, we must be serious.
He emphasized that the government should start questioning how many schools they have built to accommodate students before focusing on the rhetoric of leaving no child behind.
So before you blow on a newspaper note of no child left behind, you must assess him, you will have the dog. I must for school, you will put him low. Display district, display energy, so that you can then lay claim to say, no, that's a challenge.
This statement was made during the launching of the 50-year Education Vision public consultation held in Mount Hagen. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
brought the future home. You me holy man no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Mas lalu Rolls.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Semi-finals live this Sunday at the Cosmopolitan. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
To commemorate the 30th anniversary of the devastating volcanic disaster that took place in the province back in 1994.
As the people of East New Britain province came together to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the devastating 1994 Rabaul volcanic eruption, Prime Minister James Marape sat side by side with them, reflecting on the pain. Despite its wounds, the region remains a key pillar of PNG. Prime Minister Marape described the province as a rural-based economy driven by sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, forestry and tourism. During his visit, the Prime Minister had issued a total of 200 land titles to families that were displaced by the volcanic disaster. Upon presenting the titles, Prime Minister James Marape said for the people of East New Britain to live in their own province and country in a settlement was sad, and his government is seriously looking into it as required. The title were issued under the Department of Lands with the support from the Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso. This was to show a symbol of the government's commitment to restoring dignity to the people of Rabaul. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
All high schools and secondary schools in Morobe province have completed a workshop conducted by the Measurement Services Division in preparation for the rolling out of the new online student data collection system.
Principals and coordinators of all high schools and secondary schools in Morobe province have completed a 3-day workshop for the new online student data collection system. The workshop included training on how to enter students' data into the new system, which was previously manually recorded into the students' information booklets. Each school will be allocated a username and password and allowed only one initial entry before access is transferred solely to National Services Division to monitor and update. This new system is set to improve the recording and monitoring of students' marks while minimize the room for error and fraud. One of the attendees was the principal of Lays Bugendi Secondary School. He applauded the Education Department for this step forward.
It's good for all the schools with the schools moving forward in terms of technology. It will truly help the schools in compiling students' information, students' data. We should be able to send it to most people. At the moment, using hard copies to record and write, it's quite a lot of work, especially for bigger schools. with a students population of 400 to 500 students at grade 10s and 12s, it's really a lot of work to do. But with this new system from the national department coming down to us, it would be very convenient for the schools, especially to process the students' information and link it up to what we are doing today. And we should be able to upload that to Mosby.
With this training, the new system is set to be trialled in preparation for rollout next year. A team of 5 officers from the National Education Department's Measurement Services Division facilitated the workshop beginning on Wednesday and ending today. Meanwhile, after Morobe, the team is set to travel to Madang and later to Milne Bay before completing all the provinces in the country. Jessica Nui, National EMTV News, Leh.
The 4-day workshop on National Youth Development Authority Act 2014 review for Southern Region has ended today at the Sumare Institute of Leadership and Governance in Port Moresby.
The youth representatives in the Southern Region has reviewed 35 primary legislations under NYDA Act 2014. The representatives that have participated basically identified loopholes, defects and grey areas in the 2014 Act and suggested relevant amendments to be made so that there is certainty in the interpretation and application of the Act. Representing the Western Province youths were Marila Ezaboda, a community development officer, said they are trying to have youths participate in the decision-making arena.
And where we have, we'd like to see that the youths are organized, and when they are organized, they have to participate in boards and decision-making boards and authorities where they can effectively participate.
The Ward 8 Development Association of Port Moresby Northwest Electorate was also given the opportunity to share ideas in the workshop, and this is what the Vice Chairman has to say.
Now what NIDA took the initiative to do and put in place was a concept that we will amend the Act. But this is just basically a review. What we do here, it will not be implemented. It will be taken up to the floor of Parliament where they will actually review it and they will, I think, do a vote and amend the Act on the floor of Parliament. So we are thankful that we were given this chance, being a newly established organization within Port Moresby.
Youth Coordinator for NCD, Rex Buka, also shared the same sentiment.
So on behalf of NCD, we thank you for the invitation to be part of this workshop, 3 days workshop. Almost 35 items where they present him, make him amendment, change him whereby guide him, regulate him. And also give him power, youth establishment inside city and also country.
Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
Hundreds of women from the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Papua New Guinea have turned up to attend the 19th Women's Conference in Bans Jiwaka Province early this week.
Evangelical Lutheran Church of Papua New Guinea head Bishop Reverend Jack Urame said he was pleased to see an overwhelming number of women attend the conference. He said the turn-up of women demonstrated their happiness and strength in ensuring the Lutheran faith continued through generations despite challenges faced. He also commended those women whose husbands are evangelists, pastors, laymen, or hold positions in the church for their effort in supporting their husbands, noting that women are a special gift of blessings. The conference started on Sunday and ends today. Claire Mauta, National EMTV News.
And now we take a look at the Nasfan market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2556 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2482. 0.3635 Australian dollars, 0.2154 euro, and 34.90 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copper closed lower, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Are you thirsty for more? Celebrate this independence with Pepsi's new look, same great taste, and lower than low prices. Only $2.20 in stores now. Includes Pepsi, Pepsi Max, 7-Up, Mirinda, Mountain Dew, Gold Spot, and Coca-Cola. Hurry to your nearest.
Independence PNG, energy independence starts here at Theodist. Power station's price ranges from just 1,450 kina to 18,150 kina. And guess what? Buy an EB70 or AC60P kit power station and get a free talk Celeron laptop. Buy an AC200 or AC300 Max SLR power station and get a free Dell Celeron laptop at Palm, Lay, and Mount Hagen. Don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply. Theodist, proudly serving you for over 50 years.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
It has happened in many parts of the world.
It's about state, it's about society.
Jet fuel needs its own specific dedicated infrastructure.
Presenting in-depth commentaries, interviews and discussions of the major current affairs issues, both domestically and internationally. Issues ranging across politics, bureaucracy, the environment and economics, as well as health, social and cultural issues.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Sipik Fresh is a new industry that has been established to align with the national government's policy to stop imported chicken into the country to support locally owned products. This was revealed by the farm manager, Chris Prestwood, recently at the Yanguru station.
The manager for Sepik Fresh Farm, Chris Prestwood, said the opportunity is now given to small and medium entrepreneurs to earn a living.
Now we put in work income back long hang belong our Kakaruk company, now our lik business, SME, and our farmers inside long country, long locale team Kakaruk, low meeting display demand belong Kakaruk long market. One time display ting PNG is stop low good pla mark belong Kirapim, work belong Kakaruk go big.
He said with the help of the government, the farm is now starting to grow.
Sepik Fresh and one pla lik Kakaruk business inside Lo Yangaro. Emi kamapim na selim cow belong Kakaruk, baby Kakaruk, and live Kakaruk. Walk belong farm is that long go big pla, na one team elevim belong Kapman. Walk belong farm by ego long full mark belong him. Display by make him come up, low future bus band belong a big pelamo operation here long Yangro.
The first hatch for the farm took place on the 1st of this month. All the day-old chicks were sold out after hatching. The day-old chicks are being sold at a price of 270 kina per box. He said East Sepik province will now have a chance to go into the SME industry in poultry farming.
East Sepik province, got couple sands long go inside long SME industry belong Lukauti, more Kakaruk and Selim all down price, low market. Display by walking plenty work opportunity, now put in more money, go back long pocket, belong low farmer. Big pellet ting belong Sepik Fresh Farm, a like him long come up. Long put him value belong walk, belong Kakaruk, go back long pocket, belong all farmers.
Minister for International Trade and Investment Richard Maru encouraged the people of Yangaru Sausia to venture into other businesses and not just cocoa. He encouraged the people to go into poultry farming as PNG now has a shortage in the supply of chicken.
Cocoa is not the crop that will change our lives forever. We must go into chicken production. PNG now am short low chicken. Now you sell one blood chicken below place you go sell farm below Christian stabia. By you working profit of 3 kina 1 blood chicken. Suppose you sell 1,000 by you working how much? 3,000 every 6 weeks. You got 2,000 farm by you working how much? 6,000 every 6 weeks. That you selling. You got 10,000 farm by you working how much? 30,000 kina every 6 weeks. Cash. So use your combo and start talking about going into chicken farming.
Maru has put in 5 million kina to have a hatchery for the farm to sell day-old chicks.
In 5 million, I put in hatchery finish. After another 8,000 came out. All of Sepik is rushing to buy the nyaka. You will wait more working business. Kura we will wait more. A national government project. I don't wait you. You will younger social take advantage that the hatchery and the farm is in your district.
They have started with 5,000 hatching per week and are increasing their numbers of hatchment every week. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Fresh water is an issue in some parts of this country. These were the sentiments shared by the Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, at Boimsara village in West Yangaru local level government in the East Sepik province.
To address the water issue in the Yangaru Sausia district, Minister for International Trade and Investment Richard Maru, through the WASH program, supplied water tanks to a couple of villages in the district. One of the villages is the Boimsara community. A total of 200 tanks are expected to be delivered to the community next week, as payments have already been made by the District Development Authority.
With you. Every day by you blessing. And I'm supporting 200 families in Boimsara, giving you personally, house blow you, 5,400 each.
Minister Maru said a total of 1 million kina was spent to purchase the water tanks. He said he will ensure each family has access to the water tanks.
For the last 5 years, I'm straight up. Yes. Now you are putting 200. Every time you have social camp, you come not needing a vote by black situation.
This will now help mothers and children who usually travel miles to fetch fresh water for cooking and consumption purposes.
You also want that kind heavy long life from me, brown mama. Plenty time me brown mama, me bless have a sleep now, me black kirap. Me bless a kirap on the ting. Me bless a kirap on the worry. Plastic only empty. This is only making me got people tell heavy more. Because thank you, member minister. Long relieve me, brown mama, lo, Ben Sarah.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Service providers and stakeholders in Aitapelumi have demanded the Finance Department settle their debts within the district. Aitapelumi District Administrator Job Tomur apologized to the stakeholders and explained that the delay in this year's payments are due to the district finance pending approval from the Finance Secretary. The administrator said payments for this year's outstanding liabilities has not been paid to the service providers since January. He highlighted that this is because the district is still awaiting approval on payments from the Finance Secretary.
Demand immediate settlement of their debts.
He stressed that an immediate explanation is needed as well for this delay by the Secretary. A service provider, Mr. Wilfred Krangu, expressed frustrations and said the delay has caused outrage from the public towards public servants serving in the district. He joined the call of his counterparts in demanding that all payments be settled accordingly. Motions were made and passed that the Secretary of Finance, Mr. Samuel Penias, approve the outstanding debts for service providers for this year so that they be paid immediately, and the Electoral Commission to conduct a by-election for the district soon so that the electorate can have a member of parliament to avoid such delays of service in the district. National EMTV News continues after the break with Rukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Ready to shape your future? Enroll now at IT Job Training Center, IBT College at 6 Mile Kanage Street. We are now fully accredited and registered by the Office of Higher Education, BHERST. We offer business and technical courses that leads to real job opportunities with strong support from day one. Our Brown River Boarding Camp is a focused and secure place to learn and grow. We are here to help you succeed from graduation to real job employment. Enrollment is now open for year 2025 and early bird fees apply. Please call us on telephone 3233-073 or 718-17266 and visit us on our website www.ibtcollegepng.com. We are located at 6 Mile Kanage Street in Ant City. Do not wait. Join us today.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
For generations, our families have enjoyed the fresh taste of Besta from our very own waters. Healthy, tasty, and made by our people for our people. Besta continues to be the pride of PNG because we make sure that all the goodness from our oceans remains in our hands. Besta, PNG's premier household brand.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Semi-finals live this Sunday at the Cosmopolitan. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Premier Soccer League 2024 enters an exciting phase with the Round 10 fixtures set for this weekend.
The matches will take place at two venues, the PNG FA Academy and the PNG Football Stadium, showcasing a full day of competitive football. At 12 p.m. at the PNG FA Academy, Lay City Dwellers will face off Admiralty Islands. Both teams will look to secure a win to boost their standings. Same time at the PNG Football Stadium, Hekari United FC will challenge United Highlands FC, which promises to be a thrilling encounter given the intense rivalry and skilled rosters of the both clubs. Later in the afternoon, two more matches will light up the stadium. FC Morobe Wawens will compete against Lay City FC at the PNG FA Academy. These fixtures are crucial as teams battle for top spots, making every match count in the league's dynamics. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The PNG Barramundis have dominated the 50 overs bilateral series in the Uganda tour, winning 2 out of 4 matches.
The PNG Barramundis opener match saw the Barra scored 176 runs from 10 wicket falls in 48.5 overs, while the Uganda scored 95 runs from 10 wicket falls in 48.5 overs. With the victory, Tony Ura scored the highest with 42 runs, Sesebao with 40 runs and Gaudi Toka with 20 runs. John Kariko and Gaudi Toka did a good job with each taking out 3 wickets to secure the victory. Barras won by 81 runs. The second match saw the Barras take on another 30 runs victory against the hosts, scoring 147 runs from 10 wicket falls in 45.2 overs, while Uganda scored 114 runs from 10 wicket falls in 42.1 overs. Top batsmen saw Tony Ura with 44 runs, Kipling Doriga with 22 and Asad Vala with 21 runs. The PNG Barramundis has 2 more games to play. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
With speculations about Papua New Guinea to become the 19th National Rugby League team, PNG NRL bid CEO Andrew Hill says talks are still in process.
Speaking to Trukai Sports today, PNG NRL bid CEO Andrew Hill said, with the recent speculations on the bid submission to the NRL for entry into the competition, PNG NRL is working closely with the both PNG and Australian governments along with NRL. Hill further said the PNG NRL has made a very compelling submission to the NRL for entry into the competition. However, there are many other competing bids from Australia and New Zealand which the Australian Rugby League Commission are still considering. He said he is confident that his side have made a submission that will be successful and a clear strategy for the NRL to capitalize on the opportunity to have PNG in the competition. He further said the announcement will be made by Peter Vladis and Andrew Abdo in the coming months. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you thirsty for more? Celebrate this independence with Pepsi's new look, same great taste, and lower than low prices. Only 2 kilo 20 in stores now. Includes Pepsi, Pepsi Max, 7-Up, Mirinda, Mountain Dew, Gold Spot, and Coca-Cola. Hurry to your nearest store for more.
Welcome to Hannah's Beauty Box. Whether it's getting a sharp haircut, glamorous makeover, manicure, pedicures, our talented team does it all. Visit our shops today and refine your look with our array of beauty services. Hannah's Beauty Box.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, my name is Bao Waiko, and welcome to this exciting journey into the world of cocoa farming. In this series of Skills TV, we're going to embark on an adventure exploring the world of cocoa production. Join us as we unlock the potential of cocoa farming for a more brighter and sustainable Papua New Guinea.
Coming soon, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The Port Moresby Soccer Association, after challenging matches, heads into Week 19 this weekend at the Bissini Soccer Grounds in Port Moresby.
Saturday will see the Under-19s take the field in the morning, where the opening match on Ground 1 will see Cloudy Bay play FC Genesis, while on Ground 2, Blue Kumuls to play Munkas. Men's Division 3 and 2 and Women's Premier to follow after. Meanwhile, Sunday will see the Under-19s opening the matches for Ground 1 and the Men's Division 3 on Ground 2, with matches following throughout the day in the Women's Premier and Men's 2. To wrap up Week 19, Monday match on Ground 1 will be the Floaters vs Kennedy, and Ground 2 will be the Medang United vs Capital. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
The Guruna Amateur Basketball Association, situated in Debadagoro village in Rigo district of Central Province, held its basketball grand final recently. The premier winners in the A grade were Baravas for men and women was Blue, and in the B grade were Aubrey Cats for men and Ashes Flames for women.
The GABA competition, which has been going on for years, was recently revived this year in April by proud patrons, Mr. and Mrs. Danagi, to rekindle the spirit of the sporting code through hard-earned sponsorships. The competition, made up of 6 clubs, 2 for men and 2 for women, had 24 teams participate with only one semi-final where all teams competed. Teams making it into the finals were, in the A grade men, GUWS Baravas took on the Aubrey Cats, defeating the Cats with 32 points to 22 as premier winner. In the women's, Blue Hill Warriors played the Aubrey Cats, with Warriors going home with the premiership trophy. For the B grade men, Aubrey Cats took on the Taboro Lakers, with Cats winning the premierships. And for the B grade women, GUWS Baravas played the Ashes Flames, with Flames earning themselves the premiership. Excitement and celebration took over as it was the first time in Debadogoro history where drunkards didn't disturb the game or the presentation. The community then thanked the sponsors of the association, Mr. and Mrs. Danagi, for their undying love for their community, not forgetting the presence of distinguished guests that were invited, the GABA executives, Mr. Albert Corona, and his team for a job well done in officiating the game till the end. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
Seen as just entertainment to many, rugby has brought unity to the people of Veifa in the Mekio local level government of Kairuku district in Central Province. The ongoing Namea Rugby Nines tournament is testament to that.
The Namea Nines Rugby Tournament held in Veifa aimed to foster unity among the people of both East and West Mekeo. This community-driven initiative saw participation from over 39 teams. Kairuku District member Peter Iso Aimo expressed his commitment to supporting such initiatives, emphasizing the importance in strengthening community ties. The tournament has now reached its preliminary finals, with excitement building as teams compete for victory.
A lot of discontentment.
The tournament coordinator, Jared Aikoe, said there is much enthusiasm surrounding the event. On-site community health worker James Akaina was present to ensure players' safety, serving as a medic throughout the games. New PPC for Central, Joseph Saleh, pledged to provide security support for the tournament, further enhancing the safety and organization of the event. The member has allocated 8,000 kina for trophies, underscoring his dedication to rewarding the participants. As the tournament progresses, the Namea Nines continues to embody the spirit of unity and cooperation among the Mekeo community. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Get ready for the biggest Gala Leak and Win promotion ever! Gala is sharing the love with even more prizes and more winners nationwide. All worth a whopping 300,000 kina! Prizes up for grabs include iPhone 15s, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultras, electric scooters, DJI drone, and the list goes on! Buy your favorite Gala stick ice cream, check the stick for a winning prize, and if you're lucky, call 73211-217 to claim your prize. Promo ends Friday, 8 November 2024. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Jordan Dange. Join me weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday nights on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, feature stories, pick a book, How Talk Mom, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, EMTV.
More to what the future holds. You me holy man no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And now looking at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City partly cloudy with possible few afternoon showers. Daru showers and drizzles easing to cloudy periods. Kerema afternoon showers with possible thunderstorms, then cloudy periods. Alotau some rain and possible thunderstorms. And Popondetta few afternoon rain showers and drizzles, then partly cloudy. In the Momase region, Ley City partly cloudy with possible afternoon brief showers, then cloudy periods. Medang mostly fine. Wewak mostly fine to partly cloudy with possible brief showers and drizzles. Vanimo mostly fine. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau brief afternoon showers and drizzles, then cloudy periods. Kavieng few afternoon showers and drizzles, then cloudy periods. Kokopo and Rabaul mostly fine to partly cloudy. Kimbe afternoon rain showers, then cloudy periods. And Buka some afternoon showers and drizzles, then cloudy periods. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City rain showers to cloudy periods. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa partly cloudy with chances of some afternoon rain showers, then cloudy periods. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek afternoon rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 20th of September 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush, brush. Everybody is up, up, up. Everybody now brush, brush, brush.
Coming up next. 7 p.m. Elite Music Zone. 8 p.m. Tokpisi News Headlines. Followed by Offsiders. 8:30 p.m. 3 to